I enjoy this space very much. I feel like we're already trapped inside an Instagram photo. There is a massive filter generator powering what we're seeing right now. If they turn it off, this looks like an Arby's. It's true. Very true. It is fantastic to be here tonight. When Jimmy Pardo invited me here tonight, I said, who said that? And then I looked down and I said, oh, yes, Jimmy. It'd be my pleasure. My pleasure to be here. I can't think of a better place to spend my one night off from shooting my latest film. It is a sci-fi clone comedy based on Shakespeare's Macbeth, entitled McBoth. And I'm very, very pleased to see how deep the stage is. I'll probably end up using most of this depth. This is excellent. Very nice. Oh, I like the jingle of all the light bulbs. And these light bulbs as well. That was supposed to be just a non sequitur, but then I realized there's light bulbs hanging right there. Now, I recently started writing a one-man musical about my life, entitled 100%, the André du Bouchet saga. And when I told the good people here at the super serious show that I wanted to do the entirety of my new one-man musical and that this would require 4.5 hours of stage time, they balked at the idea. But then I had an idea. I had several ideas of varying heights. And I lined those ideas up and thought to myself, what if instead of doing the entirety of my one-man musical, I just did a sort of cue-to-cue rehearsal of it. Just the first and last lines of the scenes in the musical. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, just the first and last lines of each scene. So please enjoy 100% in its barest boned form, unlike me. Now I'm going to do what my proctologist did yesterday and test the red stool. Oh, very good. Now, fingers crossed on the results, the test results. Yep, yes, it feels very sturdy, excellent. The first scene in the musical takes place in 1971 in Flatbush, Brooklyn, where I was born. In fact, this is the night of my birth, when my mother gave birth to me, yes. Logical, yeah, good sentence. She was an actress/model who had to give up her career when she had me. And this scene takes place as she's going into labor. Now, just picture, if you will, the lights coming up, and I am playing my own mother. This is not a prosthetic. And she starts to sing, contractions, contractions, each contraction a subtraction from my hopes and dreams. Then a whole scene takes place. Then the end of the scene, my mother stands above me, her newborn son, pillow in hand. And as the lights dim, she sings, try to make it look like Sid's. Of course, I survived the ordeal. I was a hearty baby, only half the size then as I am now. Next scene takes place in the second grade. As I was about to give my report, as the lights come up, second grade me says, here. I did my report on the Stegosaurus. Whole scene takes place. End of the scene. Ridge of plates on his back to shield him from the teasing. I wish I were a Stegosaurus too. blackout on that one. Thank you. Hope you can follow the narrative so far. Just the bare bones. Thank you. And much like 2 days ago, I'm pushing the red stool. Now, I have 15 red stool jokes. I only get 2 of them. Now, the next scene takes place during my freshman year at Beige University. Beige is the sister school of Brown University. But it's not quite so stuffy and conservative as Brown. At Beige, they really encourage us to spread our wings. Those were my salad days, because that's what was my major, salad. We weren't even graded pass-fail. We were graded pass with a period or pass with an exclamation point. As the scene begins, I'm lying down. It's midnight on the quadrangle, staring up at the stars. Look at all the stars. And the whole scene takes place. Last line of the scene. And scene. Thank you. Now, next scene. Keep this moving along. Next scene takes place during my summer of self-discovery, working as a giraffe whisperer. I need the depth of the stage for this one. Now, a lot of zoo animals are taken to what are called zoo acclimation ranches before they're put in the zoo, where they must be whispered into submission to accept their new surroundings. I worked on one such ranch, and I was a giraffe whisperer. It's like dog whisperer, but with giraffes. It's the premise. As the lights come up, give him some room! Give him some goddamn room! Where's my ladder? Space work. He's the meanest giraffe on the ranch. The giraffe that no one else can whisper. They're pushing the ladder as I climb it. Then the whole scene takes place. Then the end of the scene. There, Mr. Crazy Straw. There, Mr. Crazy Straw. We called him Mr. Crazy Straw because his neck had a lot of weird curves in it. There. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Now I've whispered you, but who will whisper me? Lights out on that one. One more scene. This last scene I would like to show you takes place during some of my darker years, my struggling years as a struggling performer and comedian on New York City's alternative comedy scene. Unemployed at the time, doing shows in the back of bars, basements. Now, I believe this scene took place, I believe the year was 2001, and I believe it was in the fall. If I'm not mistaken, it was, I think the date was September 11th, 2001. This is an upbeat number. It takes a dark and ominous turn. It's called Woke Up at Noon Again. Just another lazy Tuesday in New York City. I woke up at noon again. I might be unemployed, but I don't need pity, 'cause I woke up at noon again. Holy shit, that's a lot of voicemails. But first, let's check the TV. Then the whole scene takes place. Last line of the scene. I guess I'll be a comedian from now on. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Look forward to the theaters 2018, 100%. Thank you.